Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Not-so-Newbee Rumble 15 today. And I mean, I'm trying to stream, but there's nobody else in the chat, so I guess it's basically not a stream. The internet is also not looking too great, so I may just not stream at all today. Yeah, I'm actually just not gonna stream at all. It's just gonna be a video. So yeah, I've set the goal of finishing this today. So let's see where we are at. Right. The ICF, the fire against the Anaconda. That's what we're at. Here's the Anaconda. And the ICF should be somewhere down here. Not sure. I think both of these kind of struggled with damage output a bit. But we shall see about that, I guess. The Anaconda isn't the tankiest of vehicles, so the ICF may just have enough. Here come some missiles, which they're taking off some decorative blocks. But there is some EMP coming in from those missiles or torpedoes. Not sure how well the Anaconda can take EMP. In terms of just pure health difference, the Anaconda is easily pulling ahead right now. Which, I mean, isn't too surprising. Oh, this thing has EMP debug on too. Hold up, can I just... Oh, there's a tooltip for fires now. There's a burning cell? Oh, well, I don't think so. Damage debugging. Turn that off. Clear all. There we go. That should make things a little bit more watchable. Don't know why that EMP debug was on, but it's no more. The Anaconda with its big torpedoes in front is kind of winning. I mean, those torpedoes, when they land, do a lot of damage, from what I've seen. They may in fact be the main source of damage. Here they come. We're at around 87 point something. Oh, that one got shot down. But yeah, still quite big chunks falling out here. The front of the ICF is almost gone. It did probably EMP the local weapon controllers of these secondaries, which is something at least, I guess. But apart from that, I don't see that much damage. So the Anaconda is looking to win this fight. Well, might take a while until then though. So I guess just randomly talking about what happened the past few days. I kind of was mostly home alone. Not while my father was in Munich again. He found his new girlfriend on the journey we had to Sicily. So that's nice. Unfortunately, she lives like on the other end of Germany. So he's been away for the weekend. My brother works on weekends because he's learning to be a chef. So I had my home for myself most of the time. Apart from that, I don't think anything significant happened. Just generally doing chores and whatnot. Boring things mostly. Did I do anything else? I don't... Well, the weather is kind of weird here in Germany today. We've kind of got like freezing temperatures. It's almost May and we actually get freezing. I remember last year around this time, our biggest concern was that it hadn't rained in like ages already. And we were kind of in a drought with 20+ degrees Celsius. And now it's kind of the opposite, where we've got single-digit temperatures and all the fields and everything is just way too wet to even do anything. Which, when you're living on a farm, is quite annoying. And that is with our drainage running quite nicely. There's not many problems with that anymore. But even so, we've kind of got to wait now. At least spring is kind of arriving. The trees are growing leaves again. Everything is growing green, which is very nice. Winter is a very dark time. But yeah, that's pretty much my weekend coverage. Now, this is, of course, supposed to be the last Newbee Rumble 15th stream. Like, that is already planned, and I will pull through with that. No matter how long it takes. But there will also be the Battle Royale again. Which I guess I'll just record normally. Yeah, I'll just record that on a video too. My internet is... I don't know why, but since I came back from that vacation to Italy, the internet's been having some trouble. I wish I knew why. Also, the Anaconda just got its main gun kind of crippled, which isn't good, obviously. But it still has those torpedoes, and the ICF is down to like 57%. Still doing quite well for how low it is, but it is low. What is this? Is this the... This may be the mainframe box. It is the mainframe box. It's got the transmitter and the breadboard. So I know there are some EMP weapons on the Anaconda. If it hits this block here of heavy armor, it may be in it to win it. But for now, here come the big torpedoes again, which do some damage. They haven't hit the most fightable areas there, to be honest. Yeah, a lot of applique ammo being used in this thing. Like the entire underside. Almost. Oh, some EMP going close to the heavy armor box. But it hasn't killed. Just a matter of time, though. Oh, that torpedo went for the AI too. And yeah, it is exposed from the direct front now too. It could be hit by the APS, which I believe has the EMP. That would make this a little bit quicker. So I'm still unsure why ships just don't want to despawn. Like, I'm pretty sure I've set the despawn health to 55 or at least 50%. And yet this thing is not too damaged. We'll check after the battle ends. And what's coming up next? Still kind of debating doing like some Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts videos at some point, because I enjoyed that game. I'd have to restart the campaign up at this point because there were some updates, but that's probably for the better anyways. And yeah, we'll see if I just do that while we wait for Newbee Rumble 16, which, now that we have fire in this game, obviously Newbee Rumble 16 will be somewhat fire themed. We will be experimenting with fires. There we go, it's too damaged. But I'm not entirely sure as to how we will do that. there will be some way to experiment with the fires. Anyways, that's the Anaconda winning this battle. And right on to the next. First I gotta set the scores though. So Anaconda takes the win. And we're on to the unlucky against the insanity. Well, this fight's gonna be... I mean, everybody can guess how this one's going to end. Although, we could be surprised. The noises. Yeah. Warning for everybody, do not watch this one without headphones. Especially not if I go too close to that thing. It's making noises. Weird noises. But, I mean, it's not too bad. Okay, so Insanity, for starters, is pulling ahead. It is actually winning the DPM fight. Kind of. Although that's the main parts of the ship that are being drilled into here. Oh, never mind. Unfortunately, change targets just before getting to the vital parts. I'll just look at it with my binoculars instead. Because, no. Oh, Insanity is now falling behind. I guess it lost the turret. Yep, it did. And there goes another turret. So the Unlucky is starting to do what it does best, which is kill. It's now aiming for the center part again, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Might actually get the AI or the batteries out like that. Oh, it's going for the front turret. At least it's trying. Yep, there goes that one. The unlucky. Oh, is that AI that? No, it isn't. Also, that was my Discord, not yours. Well. Yeah. That was Kiwi asking if there was going to be a stream, which, as said at the beginning of this video, nope, internet is causing issues. I don't know why it has those... Like, before holidays it was fine, or before the vacation, and now it isn't. I don't know why or how, it just has that. So, yeah, that's annoying. Also, I think the Insanity is just unarmed at this point. So, we'll call it there. It put up a valiant effort against the Unlucky, but... I mean, it still is the Unlucky after all. So let's bump the Unlucky up a bit and go on to the next fight. The Righteous against the Kram mark. Oh, this may be bad news for the Righteous. This may be very bad news for the Righteous. There's the Righteous and the Kram mark is right below. Maybe the missiles on the Righteous can do something. I don't think the AVS will. It's lacking the explosive power to do much here. I said I wouldn't mention it. I said I wouldn't. It did clip a propeller at least. Here come those missiles, and they do hit. Pulling out some detection, but not much more. The Righteous, on the other hand, kinda got crushed. It lost its front turret and another barrel. It's down to its last gun barrel, actually. So, I'm guessing it got hit on the side. Which is where it barely has any armor at all. Here come the missiles again, which... Again, EMP. They do some EMP damage. But not nearly enough. That one hit straight on the front, I think, which left a huge hole, but didn't kill the last turret or the missiles at least. Yeah, the missiles are likely to be the only saving grace that the Righteous has in this one. No, it did. It did not ammo rack. Did it? No, I don't think it ammo racked the Kram. Like, sure, this barrel got clipped a little bit, I think, but where is that weird edge? Yes, here it is. This area here is where things explode. There's not much on the righteous that's going to hit there with enough force. The missiles from way back when we first inspected this, they were pure EMP. I changed them to have a little bit of HE because we didn't want EMP main weapons. But I don't think that HE is going to be enough here. Also, yeah, that's that turret gone. I'm not sure. I mean, this looks like the missiles may be intact still. We'll have to see for a moment. If not, well, it lost to the Kram mark. Oh, they are still going. Still, it lost to the Kram mark. It's not exactly a weak vehicle it's going out to. And yeah, it's just tearing chunks out at this point. It got the engine, that's def. Yeah. Got the engine, that thing's just below water and sinking. So yeah, GG's. Kram mark takes that one. So yeah, I wanted to look at the rules, which was, yeah, destroy constructs below 55%. I don't know why they wait till 45 all the time. But I guess we gotta live with that. They just do. Right, give Kram mark its win. Next up, the Anaconda versus the Unlucky. The Anaconda may pull some funky things with EMP, I guess. As unlikely as that is, I think EMP brought the Unlucky into the losers brackets in the first place, so it can happen. Not saying it should, but it can. No, we're staying with the Unlucky. Not the Unlucky, the Anaconda. I don't want the noises. And I want to see confetti, which the Anaconda is going to be very quickly turned into. Let's see if any of those EMP shells fired from the main gun can... Or I don't know which gun fires them actually, but if any of them clip the right spots. Let's see which gun is firing those. Are you firing EMP, good sirs? Yes, you are. So the bow and stern turret are firing those. Now I really don't know where the EMP shells would have to hit, but we know it can die to EMP. That's all I can say. And they are hitting the turret, which I assume is where the AI would be. Yeah, they can try. The Unlucky is actually not that far ahead on health right now. Although that changed. It is, in fact, changing that aspect real quick right now. Surprised that main turret is still holding on. But I guess it has a lot of ERA protecting it. Or had. Then I'm not sure how well the Unlucky is doing. How well is it doing? Yeah, it's doing fine still. The turret is alive, that means the Unlucky is alive. Despite the fact that those torpedoes hit it. And short the barrels. At this range, accuracy is not important. Yeah, I'm going away again. Understood. Man, this thing makes some noises that... I don't know, man. Like, sure, the unlucky is getting a lot of wood chopped off though, but you gotta kill that turret. That's the big problem. Let's see if the torpedoes go for the right things again. Speaking of torpedoes, are there even torpedoes left? There aren't. These are fucked. In fact, the Anaconda is fucked as a whole. This thing's doomed. But it still has weapons, so we gotta keep going. And there it goes. It actually despawned at the right time. Although I guess that was probably because of below 80% sinking and nothing else. But yeah. That outcome was to be expected. So... Oh, next up the Unlucky gets to fight the Dark Timber. But before that, the Resolve refits are free against the Kram mark. Now that one may be interesting. The Resolve being quite a compact craft. Where's the Resolve at? There it is. Yeah, below 4,000 blocks. Which is not a lot. What's the Kram mark sitting at? It's a bit lower, but it's also much cheaper. Like 30k cheaper. So yeah, let's see how well this one goes for the Resolve. It may get blown to pieces by that Kram. Or those Krams, it's two after all. It may in return also have weapons that can kill the Kram mark. I think these were Thump or something? It's been a while since we've seen the Resolve, but let's see what these are. They're Thumpers. The Resolve dodges in an insane change of things. It just avoids Krams. I guess it's just built like that. I also want to see what the pack can do. I wonder if it's a pierce pack or... I mean, it did just pierce into that Kram. So... I guess it is, in fact, a pierce pack or something. Like, where did it hit? It hit around here. So I think this Kram's out of commission. It may have actually sniped out a Kram perfectly. And it shot down the second one. Okay, so the Resolve may win. If it manages to somewhat stay at range and shoot down incoming Krams, it has a shot at winning this. The pack makes it quite potent too. Oh, that Kram hit though. But it didn't do much. So it got very heavily damaged before that. Oh! And the Kram mark is sinking! The Resolve got the Kram mark turning into a submarine. What? How did it do that? Did it just snipe out engine parts with the pack? At 95% too. It's not like this thing is like at full health or anything. Things... I don't know. It's just dying. There's also like no way the Kram hits from down here. Because Kram and water. Yeah, it is so doomed. And there it goes. The Resolve barely has a scratch and just wins. Yeah, look at this. This is the only damage it took. There's this heavy armor here. There's a lot of heavy armor on there that helps. So yeah. Resolve. Doing well. But now for the confetti fight of all times. The Dark Timber against the Unlucky. Quickly gotta set the win for the Resolve. And And we can go on to that confetti battle. There's the Dark Timber. And there's the Unlucky. This one is gonna have a lot of blocks flying. Oh god, we gotta take cover from the noises. The bombing begins, but it doesn't do much. In return, this AP frag should tear the wooden vehicle that is the Dark Timber to shreds. No matter how many blocks you have, you do not survive this. There goes the first bit of ammo. And I mean, yeah, this is already down 5%. I don't know how many blocks that takes to be down 5%, but there's a constant stream of blocks just falling. Oh, the APS is actually intercepting a bunch of those Krams too. I don't think the Unlucky took any of those. Like, sure, it's wasting some shells on those, but on the interception, but yeah, it didn't take any there. So I wouldn't say the shells are wasted, it just straight up stopped those salvos. So yeah, that's concerning. Dark Timber is dropping in health, although lasting on because it does have so many blocks. I will not go closer to the Unlucky to see what bits of damage it took. So I'm somehow tired. I slept more than enough, but I am somehow still tired. Not great, but it is what it is. May just be a lack of caffeine after all. Oh. Lack of caffeine this, lack of caffeine that. I should stop drinking so much coffee. My body seems too used to having caffeine at all times. But yeah, that's that. Can the Dark Timber actually get a ram in, or is it just... I don't know what it's doing. It's not getting a ram in, it's going broadside again. Is it just trying to get its Krams so close that they literally can't be intercepted? I feel like that's what it's trying to do here. But it's... I'm not sure it has any Krams ready to go. Gotta fire them soon. Apparently that clipped some ammo. Are there actually just no Krams remaining on this thing? Like, the back turrets seem... This one at least seems somewhat fine. The 6th turret, I believe it would be. Is actually just... Oh no, it's not fine. It is a lot of things but fine. So I guess the Krams may actually just all be dead. Oh no, I see a shell. Never mind. I see another shell. It got intercepted though. We're at this point where we have to wait ages. For no obvious reason. Well, I guess apart from this thing still having weapons alive. Speed of sound makes this sound really funny when you go in the way sometimes. I do like having speed of sounds activated. Still got a cannon, but it's almost below 45. Again, why does it wait till 45 when despawning? I don't know. But there it goes. It's below 45, it's too damaged. Wish I knew why it does that. Either way though. There it goes. Unlucky wins this one too. And so we get to move on. Well, the unlucky does. It's fighting the resolve next. Maybe the resolve has its Pierce pack ready to go and hits the turret instantly. That would be good for the resolve and bad for the unlucky. But yeah, that's our next battle. Resolve versus unlucky. Gotta grab the resolve somewhere down here. There it is. And that Pierce pack better be putting in some work, else you're doomed. Oh no. It missed. The Pierce pack, the hit scan weapon. Well, it didn't miss. It even got through some heavy armor, but I saw a beam go past. So yeah. Gotta rely on something else then. So what's this? That's a random ass sign. That got flagged, I guess. Some chunks falling off due to the missiles. That helps a bit. The resolve, on the other hand, is taking damage. It's dodging a lot. Oh, that's the turret. The pack did it! The second shot of that pack chopped the turret. So the resolve gets to move on actually. Against the unlucky. And that's a quick kill too. Let's see, what damage did it take? I mean, it almost lost its Seawiz gun, I guess. But then it managed to dodge a lot of the incoming fighter, it seems. So yeah, resolve moves on. The unlucky is unfortunately out. And the resolve gets to fight the Volca. Yeah, that's our last fight in the losers bracket actually. Whoever wins this goes to the finals. Volca or resolve? That is the question. There's the Volca. The Volca would... I mean, now that we have fire, the Volca would absolutely hate any fire weapons. It's so much wood. It would just suffer. Also, the Pierce pack, luckily for the Volca, did not just pop all 4 of its turrets. I also don't know. Let's actually quickly check the brackets. If this fight happened before, if the Volca fought the resolve. Oh, the Volca did fight the resolve before. And it won. It put it into the losers bracket. So this fight could go in favor of the Volca. Could or could not. We shall see. So far the resolve is actually winning. Although for how long that stays the same, we shall see. I think the Volca popped one of its missiles already. Yeah, one of the missiles is out. But the Volca in turn is also taking damage. Then again, it's mostly wood, so it's kind of expected to be taking damage. Just depends on how critical the damage is. I need a thumbnail, don't I? I gotta quickly just... grab a hold of this one, zoom in a bit with the binoculars. Yeah, this one's the thumbnail then. We've got some explosions, we've got some ships. That shall be the thumbnail. And yeah, the Volca is actually kind of not caring too much about the Pierce pack. That's for sure. And in return, the Volca is starting to wither down the side armor of the resolve with its APS. Like, yeah, look at that. That's just I guess it's deck armor, but it's gone now. And yeah, I see rubber. The Resolve and Volca are actually not too far apart, which means the Volca pulled back on its priors on the start. Well, on the start it was down like 4%, now it's just less than 1, just half a percent point now. There we go, it actually takes the lead. Killing one of the missiles early was probably a game changer for the Volca here. And yeah, now it just doesn't care about... Oh, it killed a material container too. So the Resolve is starting to run very dangerously low as well on that. Which is not great, especially if you're reliant on a pack for essentially all of your damage. Oh, what is that? That was engine. I see engines. Yeah, that's a fuel engine. So the Volca manages to break through down here. Also, like, no heavy armor down here or something? Or did it actually just wither through heavy armor too? For that one. Either way, it's landing more hits in the same general area. I saw AI parts right there. This may be death for the Resolve. After just beating the fucking unlucky, sorry for my words. But yeah, that's the engine. And the AI. So the Volca wins against the Resolve again. And moves on into the finals. Gotta just quickly give it... Oh, well, it doesn't quite yet. No. My bad. Well, yes it is. It does. Although... just because it's in the finals, it's not going to be winning. It is up against the vehicle that brought it into the losers bracket. It is fighting the Times New Roman V2. Yeah, this may not go so well for the Volca. So there's the Times New Roman version 2. Which has crams, and the Volca is very not great at tanking those. Compared to a Pierce pack at least, which... it doesn't care about piercing damage like that, it doesn't care about explosions. And here comes some. And even though those barely missed, they still carved out part of its bow. Well, maybe the mortars can come in clutch. Here they come. They do come in. And barely miss. Average mortar. Volca's again lost 2% of its health to just those cramps, and ouch! There goes that mortar. And like most of the stern at that point too. Whereas the Times New Roman does not seem to care much about the incoming fire. Like, yeah, that's a huge chunk of wood out again. The Volca is playing smart by moving to the side like that. At least limits one gun from shooting it. Which may make a difference at the end of the day. Not if they keep chunking it for this, like, without that one gun already. That one may have been thump, given that it only scratched the surface like that. And... ow, I'm surprised the guns didn't straight up just die there. How close were they? Like, that went in somewhere around here, and... yeah, so that's... right. It was the perfect spot to not detonate either of those guns. It was so close. The Times New Roman is taking Well, starting to take some damage here. But I don't think it'll be enough. Like, yeah, there comes the Thump EMP one and the AP one, which hit an engine part. I see that huge piston. And oh, we got a turret off on the Not-so-Newbee Rumble. And in return it takes the turret on the Volca. Clearly an equivalent exchange right here. Volca now tries to make up for the lost turret. Oh, that one overpen. That's quite lucky for the Volca. That one also overpenetrates. We've got multiple shells overpenetrating the Volca at this point. Which is damn lucky. That one didn't overpen though. It, in fact, almost got the guns. I think I saw a mortar hit. Which is an event. Actually, yeah, if both ships are stationary like this, they may land mortar hits. Well, they, I say, but it's mainly the Volca, since it's the only thing with mortars in this fight. How's it looking? It lost another turret. It's down to 2 now. So, not looking too great, but at least this one mortar may change the game. Here it comes, and I mean, it did hit. What did it hit? Metal. That's... yeah. That's the turret cap that's gone. There was another. Oh, the Volca is rolling over. Just want some belly scratches. It's just like a playful cat. Come on, Volca. Keep going. Ouch. I mean, yeah, at least it's still fighting. Even now. Like that. Yeah, that actually dropped the turret out. This may actually be a nicer thumbnail. We're doing it like this. Because a ship going submarine mode like that is quite funny. And I mean, it's not out of combat yet, it's not sinking. It just rolled. And it still has a gun in battle too. And some missiles. Which, although they're not doing much, they're there. They count. It's just a matter of aim for the Not-so-Newbee Rumble now though. Oh no. Can the Volca somehow pull this off? I have my doubts. And oh, that didn't do much. Those both over-penetrated. That one just went low. I am amazed at how long the Volca is surviving. But I guess it's just one lucky shot away from death at all times. In fact, that almost was that lucky shot. It manages to slide through that gap between bridge and turret. That's where that shell squeezed through from, how it looked. Quite incredible, honestly. That just straight up overpenned. Well, of course it did. It's the Volca. It doesn't take... oh, that one fuses though. And that one. So I guess it doesn't only take overpens. Volca is also running quite low on materials. So I guess its material storage got mostly blown to pieces. Hey. Now it did leave quite a gap in the front armor of the Times New Roman, but not enough. Just not enough. And yeah, that shell passes through. That shell just misses. Kram moment. And we wait. Here goes another shell that just misses. You know, one of them hit at least, but didn't fuse. Of course, we gotta wait this one out. It is the final battle after all. And nope. Volca lives again. It can't be stopped. Well, it can be stopped, but it can't be killed. Times New Roman aiming at the camera, okay. That seems to have gotten close to that turret. But not quite on point. That's rubber. Why is that rubber exploding? I don't know. Although I'm curious as to why it is rubber that's falling out there. Like, surely AI isn't close to the front, it's probably somewhere way back here, right? It's in this box here, right? Yeah. So that's not endangered. Also, the Volca doesn't have the angle anymore. It's kind of pushed itself around too much. At least that means that the shells can't overpen as much anymore now. Because, like, you cannot overpen half the length of a ship. Right? Well, the Volca is trying again with that turret. But it's gone. The turret is doomed. So I guess this one does finally end. Oh no, it does have still... There's still the missiles. We gotta wait. But yeah, I guess this one goes to the Times New Roman regardless. It's basically clear at this point. And I doubt those small missiles would change anything about that. So congratulations for Panda on the win. And I guess I'll get them the roll as soon as possible. Well, that's AI parts. There we go. Just before the match ended, AI dies. And the Volca despawns to AI death and not to anything else. But yeah, as I said, we'll go and get Panda the roll as soon as I can. Congratulations on the win and on the champion's role. And yeah, next up, Newbie Rumble 16. I don't know what we're going to do exactly, but it will be something with fire. Until then though, goodbye, and well, I guess not until Newbie Rumble 16 just yet. There will still be the Battle Royale. But until then, goodbye and see you next time.